welcome into post-game coverage on CBS. Our game just wrapped up as the number 22 Air Force Falcons down the Navy midshipmen 17-6. Zach Larrier with that knee injury, but it didn't matter. He had the big play in that first quarter, and Air Force never looked back. So let's get out to Annapolis, Maryland. We are happy to be joined from the booth with our guy Aaron Taylor to talk about this one. Aaron, what an exciting time for the Air Force Falcons. They get it done today. Another win. They are now 7-0. Just walk us through this exciting win for the Falcons.
Oh, Haley, what a remarkable season Air Force has had, and they knew that this game would be tough. The first part of their schedule was pretty light, and it ticks up from here. It's never easy playing on the road, especially when the home team has won 9 of the last 10, but that's exactly what Air Force did, and they did it unconventionally. They did it with defense and a passing game, being held to under 150 yards on the ground running the ball. Navy played lights out on the defensive side, but this was a classic matchup of academy football.
You mentioned the passing in that one. I want to read Zach Larrier's numbers. 4 of 5, 151 yards, and 1 touchdown. But that 1 touchdown, of course, all they needed. So let's talk about this Falcons team, because you mentioned it when we were in the break. One of the better teams for Troy Calhoun this season. They are now 7-0. Their first 7-0 start since 1997. And in that season, that 7th win also came at the hands of Navy. Just how good is this Falcons team?
If they can stay healthy, this will be by far Troy Calhoun's best team. He's had multiple 10-win seasons, but remarkably has never won the Mountain West Conference Championship. Not only is that possible, it's likely if they can keep doing what they're doing, but being the highest-ranked Group of 5 champion, they would also be entitled to a New Year's 6 bowl game, which would bring with it visibility and economics that would be a big boost to this program. But the Achilles heel, Haley, for this team has always been injuries and staying healthy. But if they can do that, the way that they're playing offense and the way that their defense showed up today, they're going to be just fine.
You mentioned those injuries. I want to ask you about the quarterback situation for both of these sides. It was so interesting keeping up with who was going to play, who was not going to play, but Larrier got it done. He got the start. How can he continue to help this Air Force team stay on that high road, especially when you think about how many wins they now have in a row? I believe that streak is up to 12. How far can he take it?
He can take them as far as they want to go, and I was really impressed with his interview with Amanda Guerra after the game, because it's really hard to be humble and also be confident. He straddles that line beautifully, and that's what you want under center at that quarterback position. So with his ability to be able to throw the football as well as he does and as accurately as he does, as well as have that perimeter speed where he's got that second gear that he borrows from being the 200-meter champion in the Mountain West Conference a year ago, he is deadly and a nightmare for defensive coordinators to have to prepare for, because you have to be disciplined with your eyes against the option as it is. But if you can add a downfield passing element to that, it makes it really difficult to defend them. So Air Force leads the nation in rushing for a reason, and they got a passing game to complement that extremely well. Their defense, Navy had 14 drives today. 10 of those were 3 plays or less. It was amazing what they did here on the road. So they're a complete team, but Zach Larrier's health is at the center of that.
Air Force trying to make the service schools play complementary football. We'd love to see it. Their 4th straight win over Navy comes today. Aaron, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate your insight. Of course, as I mentioned, the 4th straight win of Air Force over Navy. As you take a look at the last 4 games, winning all of them pretty handedly, especially in 2021. It was a 23-3 victory, and then in 2020, of course, 40-7. So Air Force feels like they have had the Navy's number throughout this season. All right, it's about time. Tennessee, Alabama kicking off at Bryant-Denny in just moments. That happening on CBS. Will Bama get the redemption they've been looking for, or will Tennessee make it 2 in a row? You can watch that on CBS or stream it on Paramount+.